Keep moving, my gorgeous Scorpione. Keep going, my gorgeous Scorpione. At the beginning of this week, my God, you are going to make such an important decision. At the beginning of this week, you are going to make such an important decision. This is not only going to be an important decision when it comes to your life, when it comes to your future, this is also going to be the right decision, because it's going to lead towards the beginning of such a beautiful journey, my gorgeous Scorpione. So not only this is going to be the right decision, this is going to be such a smart decision, but you're also, by making that decision, by taking that decision very, very seriously, there are no other words for me to use to explain this but to say you're also fighting for yourself. So that's why I'm saying keep going, my gorgeous Scorpione, keep going. When it comes to this important decision, you are indeed, thank God, going to make, because that is not only going to be the right and such a smart decision, but this is also going to be the beginning of such a beautiful journey. Oh my God. And that in itself means that basically what you are doing right now, you're not only starting the beginning of such a beautiful journey, but all this means that you are fighting for yourself. And that in itself, it's like going to make you feel you're fighting for yourself by doing things that you feel, dedicated to naturally. Okay, you're fighting for yourself, you're protecting your own energy by doing things that you naturally feel dedicated to. You see what I mean? It's like things that we are passionate about, things that means to us so much, things that are constantly on our mind. They are different when it comes to every single one of us. We are all so similar, and yet we are all so different, because every single one of us is on a different spiritual journey. And this is really going to be an important moment of your own awakening, my gorgeous Scorpione. And this is why this is going to be so important. Okay, so you are literally fighting for yourself by doing things that you feel dedicated to. You are going to protect your own energy, and this is why, my gorgeous Scorpione, this is going to be so important. Okay, and also what else I was going to say, when it comes to the beginning of this week, I really strongly recommend you to take a little break, do something that makes you feel good. And I know I say this ever so often, but it's important. When we take a little break, when we spend some time in nature, when we meditate a little bit, or whatever you do in order to recharge your batteries, that's what I need you to do. I need you to recharge your batteries. I need you to do something which makes you feel good, which makes you feel relaxed. If possible, please do this. And I will tell you why it's so important for you to recharge your batteries, because at that moment in time we tap into this really specific dimension. The moment in time we forget about everyday problems, we just go so much further with on our spiritual journey. We tap into this particular energy, and there are realizations and insights we otherwise wouldn't have. So that's what it's all boiling down to, you having this particular insight, my gorgeous Scorpione, where this is not only going to restore your balance, this is not only going to rejuvenate you, by you kind of trying to recharge your batteries a little bit, but you're also going to have such an important insight. Okay, you are going to have such an important insight, my gorgeous Scorpione. And especially, when it comes to this insight that you are going to have, it's going to be important because there is some kind of challenge you are going to decide to take. I cannot express enough how important it is for you to take this challenge. Do you get me? Do you get me? So you kind of recharge your batteries, blah, blah, blah. You kind of chill out a little bit, recharge your battery. Do whatever you need to do in order to recharge your batteries. It could be like a half a day, it could be a few hours, it could be one day, it could be a couple of days. It really depends. But the bottom line is that this particular insight I'm talking about here, it's really a lot to do with you, kind of like, whoa, you're gonna realize which challenge you need to take, which challenge you really need to take, like as soon as possible. And otherwise, it would probably take ages, or maybe it wouldn't even happen, So that's why I need you to do this, because this challenge is gonna be so important, and you're gonna find yourself within this element where you are gonna feel unstoppable. You're gonna feel so daring when it comes to this particular challenge. So you need to make the most of this, my God, wise energy, which is indeed going to be guiding you. It's important for you to realize which challenge I'm talking about, okay? Very, very important indeed. And also, my gorgeous Scorpioni, when it comes to the midweek, you are gonna kind of feel when it comes to the midweek, okay, you are just gonna feel maybe just a little bit kind of confused, because a lot is going to be on your mind. You will be thinking about a lot of things, and I'm not surprised, because you're gonna be guided by this energy that you're not gonna be able to see, but you're gonna be able to feel this, because things are gonna start moving forward for you after this moment in time. So a lot is naturally going to be on your mind at around the midweek, and then suddenly you're gonna be somehow reminded. So you're gonna feel like a deep, and that's your element, my gorgeous Scorpioni. When you feel deep, this is your element, really. But something is gonna again come to you. You're gonna be reminded of this person, somebody really special to you, really precious to you, but somebody whom you have lost contact with. Maybe this is like your family member you're suddenly gonna be reminded of. Maybe you're gonna see your family member's picture or message somewhere who you haven't been in touch in absolute ages, but somebody who you really love and somebody who means to you so much. But sometimes, in this world, we just kind of split our ways. And people just go to do like kind of things, and people follow their own path, and sometimes people don't even reconnect, and sometimes, most certainly, people do reconnect, and it becomes on such a higher level, you just kind of start realizing things through that person you didn't realize before, and then you just kind of understand how important it is to have these people in your life. So this could be either your family member you're going to be reminded of that you haven't seen in absolute ages, or this is going to be one of your friends. It doesn't have to be a family member. It could be one of your friends, my gorgeous Scorpioni. And it's just so important, my God, so important for you to get in touch with that person that you're going to be somehow reminded of. It's important. There is a reason why you're suddenly reminded of this person you haven't seen in absolute ages. And I can see you didn't talk to that person in absolute ages. And you're going to feel like, oh God, a little bit guilty, like almost instantly. And this is your sign. This is your guiding light you need to follow, my gorgeous Scorpioni. You need to get in touch with that person. It's rather important, because that person, it's really kind of going to play a really big role when it comes to you, like opening your mind, and this person is also part of your vision. This person is part of your future, and through this person, yes, this person is part of your own vision, but you don't even know this, and that's why this person is like kind of announcing themselves in this particular way, because there are several things that you're gonna gain through that person, and there are several things that person is also going to gain through you, my gorgeous Scorpioni. And that's why I'm saying this to you. There are a few things that you will want to do for the first time in your life, which are going to be crucial for your development, spiritual development, and your development in general. So this is why it's important for you to really reconnect with this person immediately. That person is part of your vision, and you don't even know this yet. Okay, and I know it sounds a little bit crazy, but I think very soon you will know exactly what I meant. And by the time you get to the last part of this week, my gorgeous Scorpione, I just need you to be like really smart here, because there is some kind of like there is some kind of like temptation which is coming, okay? But the problem is that first of all, you're gonna feel a little bit frustrated at around the end of this week, okay? First of all, you're gonna feel a little bit frustrated at around the end of this week, because you will be waiting for a certain news or a certain message or a certain information, and something that just hasn't been happening, and something that you've been waiting for a while, this news and information. And this in itself, you don't need to worry about this whatsoever. Everything is happening so beautifully in your life right now. Don't worry about this news, don't worry about this information. Something is going to be delayed, but that doesn't matter when you see how big all these things that I've said are going to become later on in your life, how much you will grow after this moment in time, and you will see that whatever information or message you were waiting for are playing such a little tiny role in your life, but it was magnified, because sometimes when we are like kind of waiting for something for absolute ages, we become more angry and more frustrated and things like more negative and things like that. So we feel this heavy weight on our shoulders, that's not necessarily as heavy how we make it to be, purely because of that frustration that was adding in when it comes to us reflecting on it, and then it feels really, really heavy, but it's actually not. And so, but the bottom line is, it's not only about you feeling frustrated a little bit about certain news and information that is not coming, but I need you to listen to me very carefully. Do not do something that you will regret doing, because there is some kind of temptation. I need you to avoid some kind of temptation. And I think that this is also going to be absolutely obvious to you. Some kind of temptation is going to be connected to it, but you will know that this is a temptation. You will know this. There is no doubt about it. So I need you to avoid this temptation. You have no idea how important this is going to be. Do you know what I mean? Please do avoid this temptation at around the end of this week. And I know you're not going to like this, my gorgeous Scorpione, but this temptation is like a part of your challenge. This is a big part of your challenge. This is a little challenging situation you are going to have. So it's all down to you. You need to avoid this temptation. And if you avoid this temptation at around the end of this week, my gorgeous Scorpione, this is gonna give you such an immense power. This is going to start turning your life around. This is going to put you in a mood for action. This is going to give you so much strength, and you're also going to realize how clever and how intelligent you are. And it's not only about that, it's more. If you avoid this temptation, this is part of the challenge, baby. Wherever there is a challenge, there is also big reward, big mama reward. Wherever there is such a challenge, there is also going to be such a reward as well. In exactly 4 weeks' time, after that moment in time, you are going to have a major opportunity, my gorgeous Scorpione. You will have a major opportunity in exactly 4 weeks' time, and this is going to be directly connected to you avoiding this temptation. And if you go for this temptation, I'm not saying, oh my God, your world is going to stop, but it's really going to terribly slow you down. It's just going to slow you down. And you avoid this temptation. If you do avoid this temptation, and you will know what this is, you will know what am I talking about, baby. And if you do avoid this temptation, in exactly 4 weeks' time, you are going to have a major opportunity. And when you become aware of this opportunity, the only way for me to describe is like you are going to have a reason to celebrate. You will have a big reason to celebrate, and you will be able to move forward with your life. That opportunity in 4 weeks' time, you will see as an opportunity to move on with your life. This is why this is going to be so important indeed. So now, my gorgeous Scorpione, I'm just going to shuffle these cards and I'm going to see what's going to be a tarot card of the week. Okay, I'm just going to shuffle these cards and I'm going to see what is going to be a tarot card of the week, my gorgeous Scorpione. Let's see. See this? You are really going to need to put your point across. You know, when it comes to this particular person in your life, there is somebody in your life that was maybe making you feel a little bit angry. But it's not only about that. There is a certain question you really want to ask this specific person in your life. And you need to do this. You need to do this. There is a certain question you want to ask this specific person in your life, and maybe you have been avoiding this. And you know, sometimes there is a way, the way we can ask questions without creating any negative energy. Or if this question in itself is like kind of negative or weird, you know, again, there are ways to do this. You need to find the right moment. You need to find the right time, you know, and you need to find the right moment. You need to find the right time, and you need to kind of ask this person what has been on your mind, because when it comes to the one specific person, there was something that was bothering you. It was on your mind for so long, but you've just kept it in. You kept it in, and you need to discuss this with that particular person, my gorgeous Scorpione, you know, because at the end of the day, you will do the right thing, you know, and then you are going to be pleasantly surprised. What are you actually going to hear? What are you actually going to hear from this person? You are going to be pleasantly surprised. And I know that you're not going to be worrying anymore. You know, this is, and when we worry about something constantly, persistently, it does affect us in so many different ways without us even realizing, you know, how much this is actually having a negative impact on our lives. And the longer we live it, the worse it's going to kind of be. So please do talk to that person, and you're going to be pleasantly surprised the way this person is going to surprise, what this person is actually going to say. You will indeed, my gorgeous Scorpione, be pleasantly surprised. Trust me. Hello, my gorgeous people. Just to let you know, I've just started monthly subscriptions, monthly paid subscriptions. And the more people subscribe to this channel, you know, through monthly paid subscriptions, more content I'm going to be able to make. And this is why this is going to be so important. If you would like to subscribe to this channel through this monthly paid subscription in order to help me to keep this channel going, you will see the link is going to be in the description below. And thank you so much, because I will be ever so grateful.